الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
Azaan, Muslims' call to prayers, is given 5 times each day from every mosque in the world. Since Muslims offer prayers 5 times every day from dawn to dusk, the Azaan is also called out before each prayer time. You will be amazed to know that at a given point in time, there is always an Azaan being called out somewhere in the world. Amazing, isn't it? Let's watch this video to know more about this. Have a look at a map of the world and you will find Indonesia on the eastern side of the earth. The major cities of Indonesia are Java, Sumatra, Borneo and Sabah. As soon as dawn breaks on the eastern side of Sabah, at approximately 5:30 am local time, Fajr Azaan begins.
الصلاة خير من النوم.
Thousands of muezzins in Indonesia begin reciting the Azaan. The process advances towards West Indonesia. 1.5 hours after the Azaan has been completed in Sabah, it echoes in Jakarta. Sumatra then follows suit, and before this auspicious process of calling Azaan ends in Indonesia, it has already begun in Malaysia. Burma is next in line, and within an hour of its beginning in Jakarta, it reaches Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh. After Bangladesh, it has already prevailed in western India from Calcutta to Srinagar. It then advances towards Bombay, and the environment of entire India resounds with this proclamation.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله.
Srinagar and Sialkot, a north city in Pakistan, have the same timing for Azaan. The time difference between Sialkot, Quetta and Karachi is 40 minutes, and within this time, Fajr Azaan is heard throughout Pakistan. Before it ends there, it has already begun in Afghanistan and Muscat. The time difference between Muscat and Baghdad is 1 hour. Azaan resounds during this 1 hour in the environments of the holy cities of Makkah and Medina, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait and Iraq. The time difference between Baghdad and Alexandria in Egypt is again 1 hour. Azaan continues to resound in Syria, Egypt, Somalia and Sudan during this hour. The time difference between eastern and western Turkey is 1.5 hours, and during this Alexandria and Tripoli, capital of Libya, are located at 1 hour's difference. The process of calling Azaan thus continues throughout the whole of Africa. Therefore, the proclamation of the oneness of Allah that had begun in Indonesia reaches the eastern shore of the Atlantic Ocean after 9.5 hours. Prior to the Azaan reaching the shores of the Atlantic, the process of afternoon Azaan has already started in East Indonesia, and before it reaches Dhaka, Asr Azaan has started. This has hardly reached Jakarta 1.5 hours later. The time of Maghrib becomes due, and no sooner has Maghrib time reached Sumatra, the time for calling Isha Azaan has commenced in Sabah. When the muezzins of Indonesia are calling out Fajr Azaan, the African muezzins are calling the Adhan for Isha. Even as you watching this video right now, you can be sure there is Azaan going on somewhere.